Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Perfect Pronunciation Program. Now, I'm actually making this video out of sequence, and that is because it was requested by a former student of mine. And one of the things that I want to make plain is that if you're watching this video, feel free to reach out if there's something that you feel that I can help you with. You can find me on Facebook, the Top Class Teacher System Facebook page. And if you reach out to me on there, then I will do my best potentially to make a video or send you some materials that you feel you need. Okay? And what I was asked for is a lesson about connected speech. And I've picked out two elements of connected speech for this video, and I'm going to do an additional video related to connected speech in questions. Now, what do I mean by connected speech? That is when two words join together to sound like one word when we speak quickly. Okay, if you watch the BBC, the news reporters will pronounce every word separately. So it's very easy to understand. However, when native speakers speak English, we often join sounds together and it can become very difficult to understand. Okay, so let's start with the first one, and that is this sound y. Now, the topic that we're talking about is called intrusion, and that is when an additional sound almost jumps into the middle of a sentence. Okay, so let me explain what I mean. If we look at this first sentence here, this simple sentence, and we speak slowly, we say, I agree with you. Okay, so we've got four separate words. I agree with you. However, after the sound I, okay, so here we've got that sound I. If we have a vowel sound at the beginning of the next word, okay, and here we've got the schwa, then an additional sound will jump into the middle of the sentence, and that is y. So I agree becomes I agree, and y almost becomes at the beginning of this word, y agree, I agree. You can see another example here. We've got pie, and chips is my favourite meal. Okay, here is your sound I, and at the beginning of the next word, again, we normally pronounce this as a schwa when we speak quickly. So pie and becomes pie and chips, y. Okay, the y has jumped into the middle to help us to connect these two words. Okay, it's not only with I, you can also hear it with the sound E. Okay, and I am going to take this sound here. Okay, so the shop might be open. Be open. You can hear the two sounds. Be open. But when we speak quickly, this almost becomes one word with a y in the middle. So we say, the shop might be open. Be open. And you can hear the y in between the word be and the word open. This also happens when we use the word the with a sound or a word that begins with a vowel sound. So, if I change shop to office, then this becomes the office. The office becomes the office, and there is a y sound in there. One more example, again with the sound E. Okay, we saw it here with B, now we've got it here with me. Okay, so me and you becomes me and you. Alright, so hopefully that will help you to understand why simple sentences, for example, on a subtitle, if you're watching a film with a subtitle, you might read it and then you might listen to it and you might not see how they go together. Okay, well, it's likely that this y has made it sound like one word, me and you, instead of me and you, me and you. It sounds like one word. Okay? Now that's not the only sound that jumps into the middle of words. I've picked out one more, and that is the W sound. Now, to make this sound, if you just put your mouth together, W, and it's almost like you open it and you release the sound, W. Now, here we've got a sentence, go over there and speak to Oliver. There are two examples of where this W sound intrudes into the sentence. Okay? After the word go, okay, which finishes with that sound, O, the W will jump into the middle. So go over will become go over. Go over. Go over there. And after the sound oo, as in to, again the W sound will jump into the middle. So we've got go over there and speak to Oliver. Speak to Oliver. Not to Oliver, to Oliver. You can hear that W sound has jumped into the middle. What these sounds are doing is they are helping us to connect our speech so that we can speak more comfortably. Okay, another one here. I'm going to ask him a question. Well, if we go here, the W will jump in. So to ask becomes to ask. I'm going to ask him a question. And this even works if we change going to for gonna. Okay, you'll often hear English people say, I'm gonna. Well, it will be the same thing. In here, gonna ask becomes gonna ask. Gonna ask. There's that W, gonna ask. It's almost like you're adding the W to this word, gonna ask. I'm gonna ask him a question. I'm going to ask him a question. The W is there. It also works with the verb do. Okay, and again, here's that oo sound. Okay, so I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. The W sound. It's almost like we have added a W sound in there. I can't do it. And here, with the colour blue, again, we say blue and white, but when we want to speak quickly, this becomes n, and we say blue and white. I'm wearing a blue and white t-shirt. Now, these are just a couple of examples of connected speech. They are not, I have not spoken about everything, but hopefully this has given you an idea of why sometimes listening in English, especially when you're speaking to a native speaker, and especially when that native speaker is speaking quickly, hopefully this has given you an idea of where some of your misunderstandings might come from. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please join me for the next one when I will be doing something similar with questions. Take care.